You got a raise. The money hasn't hit your account, and you're already picturing a new car. Meanwhile, your mattress is 12 years old. That dentist reminder's been there since winter, and only you know where all your accounts are. The first expensive mistake after a raise is upgrading what strangers can see before upgrading what your life depends on every day. And that isn't just my opinion. In the United States, Thomas Stanley and William Danko spent 20 years studying actual millionaires. Not people who looked rich, but people who genuinely had money, and published The Millionaire Next Door. Their uncomfortable finding: most real millionaires don't drive new luxury cars or live to impress other people. The people working hardest to look wealthy are often spending everything they make to keep up appearances. That's the order I want to break down. After a raise, you get 2 shopping lists. Other people see the first: the car, the watch, the restaurant. Nobody sees the second, but it decides how easily your life can come apart. Here are 10 upgrades from that list. You can still buy from the first list. It just comes later. You'll feel the first upgrade tomorrow morning: your sleep setup. That doesn't mean an expensive mattress. It means the right mattress and pillow for your back, plus darkness, quiet, and a cool room. Even if the whole setup cost a hypothetical $1,000 and lasted 10 years, that's less than 30 cents a night. You might spend 40 minutes a day in a new car. You spend 8 hours a night in bed, and somehow the bed gets upgraded last. Start with the problem, not the price tag. Light, noise, a sagging edge, or the phone beside your face. Sometimes the answer is blackout curtains. Sometimes it's a mattress. Problem, cheap test, big purchase, and an expensive mattress doesn't guarantee good sleep. If you wake up exhausted every day, see a doctor before a salesperson. Gadgets instead of a diagnosis let you spend the money and keep the problem. The second item is less pleasant because it doesn't hurt. Not yet. Preventive care means looking after your teeth, moving regularly, and making that appointment you've postponed since last year. Men under 40 have a signature strategy: wait until the problem interferes with work. But the small checkup bill and the big rescue bill are the same bill at different times. Catch a cavity during an exam, and that means a filling. Leave it for 2 years, and it can become a root canal, a crown, and a week missing from work. A raise is easy to misdirect here. Supplements, smart rings, and the trendy gym across town. The real upgrade is the medical visit you need, a dentist appointment in the calendar, movement in your week, and a gym you can actually reach. Pay for access to a habit, not its costume. Your body is the asset that pays for all the others. You can insure the watch. You can't insure the body wearing it. The third upgrade is the only one where you can buy hardware with a clear conscience, a tool you use to make money, a second monitor, a proper chair, the wrench you use on the job, a microphone if you sell with your voice. Ask 3 questions. How often will I use it? What bottleneck will it remove? And what changes? Jobs, hours, or income? Good answers mean leverage. If the only answer is, it looks serious on my desk, it's a status toy in work clothes. Before buying, name 1 metric. Fewer minutes per job, new work you can take, or fewer do-overs. If nothing changes after a month, sell it before it becomes an expensive mug stand. Leverage doesn't have to be new. A used desk at a quarter of the price works just as well. A good tool increases output. A luxury tool increases self-esteem. The first pays the bills. The fourth item can cost more than the hardware, even though it never sits on your desk. It's the skill gap costing you money right now, not self-improvement in general. A specific gap. The certification blocking your next role, or the negotiation skills you're missing, which is why you haven't asked for a raise in 3 years. Treat it like a deal. Put the course price and your hours on one side and the real market salary range on the other, not the promise on the landing page. Before paying, open job listings 1 level above yours. Which skill keeps appearing, and how do employers want it proved? Credential, portfolio, or project. Otherwise, you may buy the feeling of growing without growing your income. If a course can't explain how it could pay for itself, it isn't an investment. It's entertainment with a certificate. You can't touch the fifth upgrade, which is why people skip it, a plan for where your raise goes. Without one, the money disappears into your lifestyle and 6 months later you earn more but still have nothing left at month end. Your raise needs pipes, like water in a house, some for regular life, some for a bad month reserve, some for large expenses you already know are coming, and some for the long term. A known expense isn't an emergency. Annual insurance, tires, a gift, a trip, replacing a device, you can see them coming. Set aside a little each month and they stop dressing up as disasters. Automate it on payday, before your feelings get a vote. I won't name percentages or account types because they vary by country. The point is universal. The next dollar needs an address. Money without one finds its own destination. Somehow, it's always a store. Now, the stakes change. Everything so far makes your life better today. The next upgrades answer a different question. Can one bad week erase several years of work? Number 6 is boring enough that even wealthy people postpone it. Maintenance, tires, brakes, the leak under the sink. That noise your car has been making for a month. Every small defect prints a second invoice, dated in the future with a larger number. Worn tires aren't one more season. They're a bet that rain arrives on a convenient day. Sort problems by consequence. Safety and water come first. Accelerated wear goes on the calendar. Cosmetics can wait. That's not perfectionism. You're just fixing things in the order of what failure would cost. And notice this. You'll live with a broken handle for a year, then fix it before guests arrive. Someone else's eyes trigger maintenance faster than your own comfort. Same bug, you maintain the facade before the load-bearing walls. A small payment you see coming is almost always cheaper than a big surprise later. Maintenance is what wealth looks like when nobody's watching. Don't upgrade the badge before the breaks. The 7th upgrade returns something no store can sell. Time. Pick one recurring job. Cleaning twice a month. Driving the kids to activities. The repair that would take you 3 Saturdays and 12 tutorial tabs takes a professional an hour. Divide the annual service cost by the hours you actually get back. Then ask what everyone skips. Where did those hours go? If Saturday went to family, exercise, or rest, you bought leverage. If it went into your phone, you bought another subscription. Don't outsource your life. Pick one task you hate, do slowly, or are likely to have to redo. Knowing how to do it yourself matters. Knowing where your involvement adds nothing matters too. Buy back a Saturday, not 5 minutes. You can earn money again. You can't earn that Saturday again. Number 8 is about status, but not the kind that comes with a logo. It's about fit and lifespan. Cost per wear matters more than the price tag. Shoes you can resolve for years cost less than 3 pairs that die in a season. At checkout, ask, does this work with at least 3 things I own? If not, you aren't buying a shirt. You're opening a new department in your closet. Expensive doesn't mean durable. A logo isn't a specification. Upgrade the fit, not the label. And here's the old rule people always post under lists like these. Don't cheap out on anything separating you from the ground. Shoes, tires, a mattress, all 3 are already on this list, and none will impress your coworkers. You simply stand, drive, and sleep on them every day. Number 9 is where this gets serious. Protection against one bad day. Everything so far paid you back while you used it. Ask one question. What loss couldn't you cover with the money you have now? Ensure that. Keep smaller risks yourself. That's what the reserve from number 5 is for. Ensuring everything is a mistake too. You can protect your phone while missing the gap around your home, income, or business. Read the limits, exclusions, and what you'd still pay yourself, not just the policy name. The same rule applies to expert help when a mistake costs more than advice. A major contract, or newly complicated taxes. An expert is often cheaper than the first mistake. The policy price is visible. The bill that never arrived isn't, but one of them gets paid either way. And number 10 is the one nobody wants to think about. Picture your family's worst day. You're gone. Does your wife know where the account's insurance documents and passwords are? Or does she face a scavenger hunt through your drawers during the worst week of her life? This upgrade costs almost nothing. current beneficiaries on accounts and insurance, a properly prepared will, and a one-page map of what is where and who to call. Not passwords on the refrigerator, secure access to a password vault, bank and insurer contacts, and short instructions. Check it yearly. The only thing more dangerous than a missing document is an old one sending money to someone from a previous life. This is the only upgrade that works when you no longer can. You'll still have time to buy your son a watch. First, put the right name in the right box. Now back to the opening idea, buying luxury things. Luxury proves to other people that you made it. Sleep, skills, time, maintenance, and protection are what help you stay there. Before a major purchase, ask one last question. After I buy this, is my life still solid, or does it depend on the next bonus arriving? Buy the car when it sits on top of the foundation, not in place of it. In every video, I break down what's happening under the hood of everyday money. If this was useful, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.